I also have a story to tell. I lie beneath the acacia now, its thorns whispering with the wind, its shadow thin but faithful. The savanna stretches before me like a memory that refuses to fade, golden grass bowing, distant hills breathing heat, vultures drawing slow circles they think I do not notice. My chest rises, then hesitates, as if my body is asking permission to continue. Each breath feels borrowed. The world smells sharper when you are close to leaving it, dust, dry bark, old blood, sun-warmed earth. I blink, and time loosens its grip. I was not always this tired. My first memory is warmth. Not the heat of the sun, that came later, but the steady warmth of a body pressed against mine. My mother sighed. Her ribs moved like gentle heels, lifting me and setting me down again. I remember darkness and the sound of licking, rough and reassuring, and a heartbeat that told me I was not alone. I did not know fear then. I did not know hunger, because it was always answered. I did not know speed, though it slept coiled inside my legs like a promise waiting to be kept. When my eyes opened, the world arrived in pieces. Blurred shapes, pale light leaking into shadow, the tall legs of grass bending like curious neighbors. My siblings were a bundle of spots and soft sounds. We crawled over each other, clumsy and proud, as if movement itself was a game invented just for us. Our mother watched everything. Even when her eyes were closed, I could feel her watching. She taught us silence before she taught us running. Silence meant survival. When the wind shifted, she stiffened. When birds stopped talking, she listened. We learned to freeze, our small hearts pounding loud enough, I thought, for the sky to hear. Danger passed us many times before it ever touched us, and I thought that was how life worked, threats seen early, avoided quietly. The first time I stood properly, the ground felt strange, as if it might move away from me. My legs were too long, my balance a rumor rather than a fact. I fell. I rose. I fell again. My mother did not help. She simply waited. Patience, I would later understand, is a form of love. It was not play. It was not joy. It was necessity. A gazelle broke from the grass, light and alert, and something ancient woke inside me. My mother became something else entirely, stretched, focused, alive in a way I had never seen. The air tore around her. Dust exploded beneath her feet. In seconds, it was over. As weeks passed, my world widened and thinned. My siblings disappeared one by one. Not always violently. Sometimes quietly, like a song fading mid-note. I learned that not all losses roar. Some simply leave space behind. My mother grew thinner, her eyes sharper, and the savannah felt larger than before. Time did what it always does. One day my mother walked away and I did not follow. There was no ceremony. That is the rule. Independence is not a gift, it is a necessity delivered without apology. I stood alone in the grass, knowing the world would no longer soften itself for me. My body changed. Muscles hardened. My lungs grew greedy for air. When I ran, the world blurred into streaks of color and sound. Speed was not escape. Speed was clarity. In those seconds, there was no past, no future, only the perfect now where instinct and earth agreed. Once, I raised cubs of my own. They were small, warm, fragile miracles pressed against my side. I taught them without words, where to hide, when to move, how to listen. Not all of them survived. That pain cut deeper than hunger, but I stayed as long as I could. Staying was my promise. Years passed, measured not in seasons but in aches. My legs began to argue with me. Recovery took longer. I chose my battles carefully. Pride is expensive, wisdom is cheaper. The savannah does not care who you used to be. It only asks what you can do today. And now, here I am again beneath the acacia. The shadow has shifted. My breathing is shallow. The earth feels closer, heavier, as if it already knows my name. I am not afraid. I think of warmth, of speed, of carbs and sunlight. If this is my last breath, it rises into a land that tested me and let me belong for a while. Somewhere, a young cheetah will run for the first time and believe speed can last forever. And that, I think, is a good story to end on.